Look at the cute Oslo shirt. I like this. I like wearing the text after the race. It's a fun new thing I'm trying. I like it. I'm heading out. I don't know where the wind will blow me, but I'll keep you posted. Hey guys, I'm sorry I didn't check in at all today. I'll chat with you more tomorrow, but it's past when I wanted to have lights out. You can see I've got my 3 alarms set. I really don't sleep past the first one, but that's my insurance policy. Got my outfit for tomorrow. This dress was really inexpensive. I think it was $12 or $13 on Amazon. It's already kind of coming apart at the seams, but it was inexpensive and it's cute. I'll show it to you, obviously, on tomorrow. And then I've got everything laid out. The only thing I'm adding in is possibly the watch band for the interval timer, which, by the way, I replaced the battery and did the reboot and it is back to buzzing, so that's good. And I'm also bringing some nutrition with me in case I don't like the one they provide on course, because we got 13 miles and change to get through next week. No, tomorrow. But yeah, I'm hitting the hay now, and see you in a few hours. Oh dear. It's 2:50 in the morning. I'm heading out. I wanted to show you the dress without the bib. That's cute, right? It's a good running dress, I feel like. Right, I'll put the bib on, and you can see it. I've got orange light up scrunchie today. And with the bib. It's kind of just like a mix of fabrics, but here we go. Half marathon day. Oh my gosh. Good morning. We're back at it. More traffic on the road today, definitely more road closures. I'm very impressed with how far along the GPS technologies has come, because, you know, back when it was new, it just was not very accurate. And now it just knows, like, everything. It's a little creepy, but also very helpful. I left about 10 minutes earlier today, and I'm just one row back from where I've been parking the other 2 days, so that seems like the right amount of time. I know the walk to the corral's substantially further today, so we'll see how long that takes. Like, substantially, I've heard, so. But it's a beautiful, clear morning. It does not feel too humid. It's perfect temperature. We'll see what happens as the day unfolds. I'm excited. It is significantly more crowded today. Like, significantly. Whoa. Okay, I've been walking for like 25 minutes. Still not there.
We're gonna do this in 3, 2, 1, go! And off they go.
look at this. Look at this guy. Amazing. Well, hello. We are back walking down Discovery Lane 16 this time. You guys, I am over the moon. I think that's my best. I honestly don't know what my previous half marathon paces were, aside from the one I did in November, which I had to walk most of because I was afraid of injury. So, I don't know, but I held my pace. Somebody's car alarm is going off. Okay, so I was just looking for their car. That's one way to find it. Anyway, I feel like I rocked it. I don't know what my official pace is based on what I thought I was doing. I think it's around a 12.5-minute mile, between that and 13-minute mile. So, awesome. Exceeded my expectations, and the best part is I feel really good. Which is good because I'm going into a race I've never done, double the mileage of today, 26.2, full marathon tomorrow, which feels a little bananas, but I feel really good. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the hotel now and give you the full recap. It was a great race, and oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. But I'm almost at the car. People are still going. Here, I'll show you. See the runners? They're still going. Keep going, you guys. You're doing great. Can't hear me, but I'm sending you good vibes. I can't. This is too much pressure. The spinning. Ow. You guys! Half marathon! In the books! I feel awesome. Don't know if I'll continue to feel awesome. I feel really good. I'm like so happy. The adrenaline is, what's the like happy feeling? Chemical. Whatever. I'm feeling really good. I had a super great race. It was the perfect weather for running today. It was not very humid. It was cool. It was in the mid 50s and it climbed up to the low 60s by the time I finished. But it was perfect. So I looked up my unofficial race time, but it generally is pretty similar to my official race time. And I clocked a 12-minute, 38-second minute per mile average, which is spectacular for me, especially for a half marathon. So I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. Possibly not. So the 10K is up here, and I was a 12-minute, 43-second mile. And here is the half. And then tomorrow the full marathon will be under that. I don't expect to hold that pace for the full. I really don't have any expectations. I'm just pumped that I finished, and I feel so good. And part of my strategy for this was just run at a pace that feels good for my body, like my legs and my feet especially, and also my lungs. And I knew not to worry too much about my lungs. It's really more my feet and my legs that I worry about. But I did kind of keep an eye on my heart rate just out of curiosity, which pops up when I'm doing my little Peloton runs at the same time. It shows me on my watch what my heart rate is. So I don't know like what a good active heart rate is, or like I don't know. For me personally, at my personal age and fitness level and place in my life right now, I start to get winded at about 160 beats per minute, I would say, like a little bit winded. 170 is usually, I can hold that for a while, but I'm breathing hard. 180 to 190 is where I start to feel ill. 190 is where I will vomit if I hold that for more than a few minutes. So that's just me, right? I tend to train around the 170 mark when I am on the treadmill and I'm just running for a half an hour. And that's just where I naturally go to. That feels good to me. So for the past 3 days now, so for the 5K, the 10K, and the half, I have tried not to get winded, so I haven't pushed further than that. And I've kept my heart rate pretty much under 150, like that's the ceiling that I've had. And that's worked really well for me because I don't feel overexerted at all. If you're familiar, I don't know how other people feel this. I'm assuming there must be some sort of consistency here because we all have human bodies. But when I have pushed over that 160, 170 place and I'm winded, afterwards I will feel it like a lingering winded feeling in my chest area. It doesn't hurt, it's just like a feeling like, wow, I really used those lungs, you know? I'm like, I can feel it for a while, and I didn't reach that at all today, and I don't feel that at all now. The only parts of me that are a little bit tired are my feet and my legs a little bit, especially my left hamstring and IT band, so I'll have to pay extra special attention to that. But I swear the Theragun is a godsend, and all of the work that I've done to get to this point obviously has paid off. Like, I wasn't actually specifically training for this, which I don't recommend. I don't recommend not training specifically for something, but honestly, up until 2 weeks ago, I didn't think I was coming. I felt like it was very slim chance that I would actually come. And here I am, and I was like, okay, well, I can walk it, you know, it's fine. I held the 1 minute 30, so the 1 minute run, 30-second walk for the whole time. There was a few parts where my Peloton app stopped working and I walked a little bit further, but I tried to make up for that with further runs. But for the most part, I kept that interval pace, the 2 to 1 pace, and it worked really well for me. So I'll probably start with that tomorrow. And then as I get to a point where I feel like physically I cannot hold that anymore, then I will add more time to the walking until it feels right. And I don't like, if I don't make a 12 minute, 38-second minute per mile average tomorrow, like, I really don't care. I just, again, my goal is the same, is to finish without injuring myself. And I'm just so pumped that I did that today. I feel like I won the race. Like, I'm nowhere near having won the race. Probably whoever won it finished it in under 2 hours, but I feel like I won the race in my own life. So yeah, it was, I feel like the course was, like, it was a good course. I felt like there was a lot of ramps, so it was a lot of that kind of slanted up and down. It's not like a huge hill or anything, it's a slight grade, but it's also the slantiness I think can be an issue for some people. I felt like there was just like a lot of street running and not a lot of park running. We only went through Magic Kingdom and Epcot. And we only went through Epcot. No, that's not true. We went very briefly through Hollywood Studios. I haven't like spoken today. We went all the way through Magic Kingdom, which was great. That was definitely the highlight of the race for me. It was so fun. I feel like we ran through like a really good portion of it. We went up, down Main Street. That was the best. And the castle was all lit up in the 50th anniversary. Like whatever they call the thing they project onto the castle. I don't know what they call that, but it was beautiful. There was, oh my gosh, there was a lady, a few people in front of me who face planted. Wow, running right down Main Street, and my heart broke for her. There were so many people that stopped to help her, so I didn't stop. Also, I didn't want to stop in the middle of a very narrow part of the course and cause any more problems. Like, I didn't want to accidentally cause another accident, so I kept going, and I saw that she was well taken care of. But oh my gosh, I think she was fine. She just looked stunned. But it was beautiful. The castle was beautiful. We ran through Tomorrowland. We ran behind. I don't know all the names of the parts of the parks. I'm sorry, I'm a bad Disney person. But we went behind the castle. I love that we went by the carousel, which is my favorite, you guys know. And then we went through the castle, which was just magic. And I got to see this window. This little dress is kind of based on that. So fun. Then out through Libertyville, or I don't know, past Splash Mountain and all that. And we did run through just a little bit of Hollywood Studios. I feel like we came in from the side of Tower of Terror and we just ran down Sunset Boulevard through the front of the park, and that was it. And then for Epcot, we really only ran through just a little bit of Epcot, kind of around the spaceship Earth and then to the finish line. So I feel like there wasn't as much park running proportionally as there was yesterday, where it felt like we ran half the race in Epcot, which was epic. But it's also a much longer course, and they have to account for, I'm sure whoever plans these things, like, this is a planning, like, thing, you know? But I'm not complaining. It was fun. It was just like a lot of road, and it was crowded. I did not think it would be more people. I don't know why I thought that, but it was at least twice as many people. At least. I don't know what the numbers are, if they share that information, but in my experience, it felt like at least double the amount of people participating in the half marathon than in the 5 or the 10K. And I'm guessing there's going to be even more tomorrow, because there's people who just do the marathon. But I know there's also people who just do the half marathon. So that being said, I never felt claustrophobic or unsafe. I kept my mask on in the corral as usual, and then I wore it for about the first 15th of a mile into the race, and then I took it off because things kind of spread out. But there were parts of the course that were really narrow, and I just stuck to the periphery, which I tend to do anyway. When I'm running, I tend to go to the left, and when I'm walking, I tend to go to the right, which is basic race course etiquette, or any sort of street driving, walking. You know, the faster traffic goes on the left, slower traffic goes on the right. Same with races. Also, it's really good race etiquette to alert the people behind you when you're slowing down, no matter where you are in the course. If you can move to the right, that is the best, but also still always I put an arm up when just before I'm going to slow down, and I check my blind spots as if I'm in a car. So I'll put my arm up when I'm like 2 seconds out from slowing down and make sure I've moved over as far as I can and safely, and I'll check my blind spots real fast, and then I'll slow down to a walk and put my arm down. That's a tip. I mean, I feel like more and more people, as I do more and more of these races, are learning about that. I didn't even know about it until the wine and dine, when I saw other people doing it, and I just mimicked them. But it just made so much sense, because when somebody just stops in front of you, you're like, wait, I thought you were running here. And you can avoid unfortunate collisions that way. Like I said, the weather was perfect. It was beautiful. I got a lot of compliments on my scrunchie, which I think the light's burned out now. Yeah, but worth it. And oh no, they're still on. They are still on. My hair is wet. I'm sweating definitely today a little bit. Not as much as I normally sweat in one of those 30-minute really high exertion workouts, but I'm pleased with the bunch. I feel really good. So I actually went ahead and made myself a proper brunch reservation at a restaurant. Since it is the weekend, I'm going to Raglan Road, which is the Irish pub style restaurant in Disney Springs. I'm gonna walk over, and it'll be a good way for me to kind of flush out the legs. And you know what I was thinking on my drive back to the hotel was, I kind of like having the walk back to the parking lot, back to the car at the end, because it's a good way to flush out my legs instead of going right to sitting down. And then you kind of flush out the lactic acid. And there's something, one of the many things I've learned from Peloton is the importance of cooling down properly after a run. And that's why I like doing the cool down runs with Peloton. You can't always run right after a race at Disney, at least. There's just so many people right there, and there's so many things to grab. You got to get your Powerade and your medal, and they didn't give out the Mylars. I was a little bit bummed about that. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, the walk to the corral. So I was in corral number 5. I've been in corral number 5 all week here. 2 miles. Not kidding. That's what my watch clocked. Like just about 2 miles. Well, that includes the walk from the parking lot. So my walk from the car to my corral in total was 2 miles. So I've already gotten in 16.8 miles today. 33,250 steps. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's a good warm up, right? And then you got the cool down walk back to the car. Yeah, so I booked in, like I said, brunch at Raglan Road, so I have a couple hours till that. I'm going to do my stretch. I'm going to do my shower. I might do a little Theragun. I've been doing it later in the evenings, but I might do a little Theragun now. And then head over and I booked myself in one of the dine-in theaters at the AMC Disney Springs to see Spider-Man. And the dine-in theaters, there's only, it's not all the movies play in the actual dine-in ones. They have the seats that are like really big and they go all the way back and I can have my feet up. So I'm excited for that. I don't know if I told you about yesterday, I went to see the 355 movie about the female spies. I loved it. That's my kind of movie, or show or anything. I love that kind of like suspense action movies. Not a huge rom-com person, ironically. I am pretty romantic, like a hopeless romantic, but I don't like rom-coms. I don't know. I do like my action movies, so. All right, I'm gonna do all those things. It's a beautiful day. It's supposed to be a little toasty tomorrow, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And I'll check in with you later. Just thought I'd show you for the sake of thoroughness. Box is exactly the same as it's been the last 2 days. It's been perfect. I eat it. I'll probably eat it now. Banana, I have my own little peanut butter packet. Perfect. I went with the yellow Powerade, which I've decided I like better than the blue. And all my little gadgets held up great. I bought these headphones last week actually because I love my AirPod Pros, but they don't last. And I have to I don't want to bring the cases, even of the AirPod Pros, which are smaller. I don't want to bring them because it's just another thing I have to carry. So they're on basically from the time I leave my car until the time I return to the car, which is a long time. These have a significantly longer battery life than the AirPod Pros. And I got to 60% today. So that makes me very confident that they'll work well for me tomorrow, at least for the majority of the day. And this guy got down to 55%. So I think we're good for tomorrow too. And this guy is clutch. Clutch. And also I don't like the honey stinger things that they have at the races. I don't know, are they different? I brought my own and I ate half of them. These ones also I think have some caffeine in them. So that might be why I'm so like pumped about life right now. But I have another pack of those I'm gonna bring tomorrow. I might have a couple more right now. But yeah, I just thought I'd show the post-race drop off here.